What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Trucking with Trucker D. I'm Trucker D, and we're back at it again. So, in the last video, I came to you guys from Lebanon, Tennessee, and we finished that day over in Georgia. Called it a night due to the rain and whatnot. So, let's give you an update. Well, before we get to the update, I want to tell you about how my morning went so far. As of right now, I'm in Lambsburg, Virginia. I'm at a Love's truck stop, and I parked over by the fuel pumps last night because there was really nowhere else to park by the time I got up here. And this morning, my curtains are still closed, truck's still off. And, well, the truck wasn't off. It was running because it got cold here last night and I didn't turn the generator on before I went to sleep. You know, I'm still used to the warm weather, but this lady comes up and knocks on my doors while the curtains are closed and wakes me up. Granted, my alarm was starting to go off, but I was just waking up and she's knocking at my door, and honestly, I was completely naked at the time. So I threw shorts on real quick and pulled the curtain back, and she's like, "Can you possibly let me use your key? I locked my keys in my truck. I want to see if your key will work." And, you know, some people might think, well, that's a bullshit excuse. Well, sometimes these keys will work for different trucks. They're kind of somewhat all the same keys. But what I'm getting at here is, you know, I don't mind helping another driver out. I really don't. You know, I honestly would be more than glad to help out another driver. But don't go around knocking on people's trucks whose windows are still shut. Talk to the other truckers at the fuel pumps. You know, I get it. You're in a hard spot right at the moment, but don't disturb somebody else who may be sleeping. You know, you gotta think about what you go through on the road before you go and disturb another truck driver's slumber. But that's enough of that. You know, it just goes back to what I say. Be courteous, your fellow driver. That's all. But let's get back to the update. When I came to you guys last time, I was in Georgia. I forgot what city I was in, but it was downpouring. We were at another Love's truck stop. And we woke up that morning, and we finished the rest of our route down to, or over to, I should say, over to, I forgot what town I went to. Over to our first stop there in Georgia. And then we deadheaded 11 miles down the road to Brazelton, Georgia, I believe it was. Picked up a load there going to the Target Distribution Center. After we finally got loaded there at that stop, we got there early. No avail, they didn't get us loaded early, unfortunately. But once we finally got loaded, got on down the road, the rain had subsided a little bit. It was still raining that morning when we woke up, and you know, it just dealt with rain all day long that day until we finally got south of Atlanta. But Atlanta traffic, y'all, if you come down to Georgia and you have to go through Atlanta, around Atlanta, get what you are worth. That traffic, it frustrated me. It was raining out. It literally took me probably 2 hours to go 85 miles. And I didn't get over, every time I'd get up to speed, I had to slow right back down because people stopping. They don't care out here through Atlanta. They really don't. Honestly, I'd rather drive through Chicago than Atlanta. Let's just put it that way. But once we got south of Atlanta, it started getting warmer out, which was really nice. It stopped raining. When I finally parked down in Midway, Georgia, it was 70 degrees still at night. I was walking around in shorts and a t-shirt for the past 2 days. once we I was walking around in a t-shirt, shorts for the past 2 days. Went to the Target distribution center. I woke up at 5:30 in the morning, drove over to the distribution center. My appointment was at 6:30. Dropped the trailer, got parked in the bobtail lot, got checked in, and then I went back to sleep. Set my alarm for 10 because I was expecting a 4-hour unload. Got up, they still weren't done with the trailer. So I went in there, did my morning routine, brushed my teeth and whatnot. And I walked up to him and was like, well, how much longer on the trailer? He's like, oh, this shouldn't be too much longer. So I went out, did my pre-trip on the truck. And by the time I was done doing all that, did a couple paperwork things for the business. The guy called me, said they were done with the trailer. I was like, awesome, because I had a load that was picking up in Charleston, South Carolina, which was still about 2.5 hours away from where I was. It was a little bit long of a deadhead, but I went with the long deadhead because it was the load that got me back home. I didn't end up going with that JB Hunt load because that 10 pounds for the weight it didn't set right with me. And usually when I have a bad feeling, I was talking to the wife on the phone, and she's like, usually when you have a bad feeling, you're usually right about it. So I canceled my that load. It didn't affect my score because it was still a day and 17 hours before the load had to be picked up. So I got out of that load, found me another load, actually paid more from Uber Freight. Had to give Uber one more shot. And I picked up that load. Got there and picked it up, and like I said, it was a long deadhead, but it was getting me right back into Michigan. It had everything that I wanted. It had a window of time to pick up. So if they did take forever at Target, I had a window. And there's a window for delivery. And granted, I might be home tonight, which it's only Saturday. Or I may just take my time through the mountains, and once I get to the Ohio Turnpike, pull off at one of the service plazas and stay the night there and finish out Sunday. Let's see how the day goes. But yeah, funny story. I was over at Target once they did get done unloading my trailer. They told me it was in row G. So I went to row G, went up and down it 2-3 times, and I just seen the switcher drive by with my trailer. And my trailer wasn't in the row. So I drove around a lot thinking maybe they'd moved it somewhere else already or something, I don't know. And when I drove around the lot, came back to row G to look one more time to see if they had, just came and put it back. Another driver was backing my trailer back in. He apparently tried to leave with my trailer thinking it was a Snyder trailer. And the guy at the guard check caught him and said, yeah, this ain't a Snyder trailer, dude. It's an old Snyder trailer. So that was funny. But yeah, as you can see, we're back in the cold. I got the winter hat on. I got the hoodie bag on. We're in Lambsburg, Virginia. We're over on I-77, getting ready to head through the Appalachian Mountains. It should be a beautiful day out. It looks beautiful. The sun's out, the sky's blue. There's fluffy white clouds. And by the time we get into West Virginia, any of the ice that came through there the other day should be gone. Also, we're going to watch transition from green grass to snow. So let's go ahead and get on down the road. Let's see where this day takes us, and we'll get some beautiful footage. Hope y'all enjoy the video. We'll see y'all out there. Later. happening, y'all? So we're in West Virginia now. We're on the West Virginia Turnpike, and we just stopped for a little bit at this little toll plaza. And check this out. I just seen this, and this type of stuff infuriates me. Ain't that a mess? It looks like the Stevens driver. Looked like somebody just creamed his truck in the middle of the night and just took off. Left his truck a complete mess right there. The curtains are still closed in the truck, and he's probably still asleep. Which he probably woke up when it happened, I'm sure, or maybe was inside, I don't know. But it just, how are you gonna hit somebody else's truck in a toll plaza, or at a rest area, or a truck stop, or, you know, I know it happens all the time, I see it all the time, but it sucks. It really sucks. On another note, we did get us some good footage so far. Virginia's absolutely beautiful. I really enjoyed that. We're back up where there's snow, though. It's you know, I've seen the videos and heard people talking about how you get up into the mountains and there's snow like crazy, and then you get back down and there's nothing. But I've never experienced it myself, and it's actually pretty cool, you know. It's crazy how it can snow up in a higher elevation, and then when you get down low, it's back dry again. So, but we're gonna get on down the road and see where this day takes us. You know, I've been a little bit more cautious because I don't know these roads, and I don't know how slippery they actually are right now. They seem wet, and you know, a little bit of advice. You know, when you're going down roads and they look wet and it's cold out, and you don't see water coming off other drivers' tires or off other trucks' tires, there's a good chance that it's icy. So just be cautious out there. Know what to look for when you're out here on the road. And you ain't got to drive 70 miles an hour in bad conditions just because other trucks are, other cars are, or whatever. Come out here, take your time, and be careful. But with that, y'all, I'm going to get on down the road, and we'll see y'all out there. Later. what's happening, y'all. So our day is done. Our journey is complete. We made it back to Michigan and didn't head up 77 to the turnpike to stay the night at a toll plaza like we were originally thinking we were going to end up doing. The GPS, I took a look at it when I took my 30-minute break. Well, I took a look at Google Maps. My Garmin GPS was wanting to take 77 all the way up to the Ohio Turnpike and then back west. Google Maps was wanting to take us 77 to US 33 through Columbus. So you kind of shoot on an angle up through Ohio, back over to 75 and into Michigan. It ended up saving us time and saving us money because we didn't have more tolls to pay. But all in all, it was a great trip. We beat out the storm. You know, I'll probably do more trips like that from time to time. Maybe more or less just going down there and coming right back instead of going down there and roaming for a week. But it kept me out of the storm, and I'm happy about that. The truck did amazing. I couldn't be happier with this truck. I really couldn't be. But this is what we're looking at now. But there's my truck, still covered in snow. I hit the remote start because I was hoping to help melt some of that stuff off there. But yeah, we went from no snow to OMG snow. But this is what we were avoiding. And it feels good to be home, but I missed the South already. I also missed those mountains. Those mountains were absolutely beautiful. I hope if y'all made it this far, hope you enjoyed the footage. But I got to get this truck cleaned up. I've been living out of here for a week, and I got some stuff I need to get out of here. I'm going to go in there and actually put the key in the Silverado and unlock it. And hopefully a bunch of snow doesn't fall in it like it normally does when I open the doors. So with that, y'all, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. Be courteous to your fellow drivers, and hustle hard and stay humble. And we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for following. Later.